Hello, my name is Angelina Andreas, and this is my very first video. And in this video I'm just going to show you my work and a basic tutorial how to set up a canvas and your brushes, so you're just getting into Photoshop and getting started. So let's just go through my work quickly and what my work looks like, because I'm sure you'd like to know. Oh yeah, let's just go through here quickly. Whoops. So in this for this channel, these videos will be mainly focused on beginner digital painting and getting into concept art. For now it's beginner. Then maybe later on we'll cover some intermediate stuff. So I hope with this channel that I can build a community and maybe even do some critiques at some point, make some critique videos. That would be really great to have that. But for now, mainly we'll be doing tutorials. Oops. Okay. So that's all my work. Okay, so now let's get into the tutorial. So when you open up Photoshop, you want to do some painting. So what you need to do, you go to File, New, and then you'd have this dialog here, and rule of thumb is you always want your resolution to be 300 pixels. So that way the image you create is not blurry, so you can get as much resolution as possible. I usually use the international paper. You could actually create your own custom format, canvas size that you would like. All you do is you just take one of these and then you just put in a number, then press save preset. And once you save preset, you would see it over here. These are some presets that I have here. So, but really, I tend to use international paper. So we're going to use international paper. And then maybe you don't want your canvas to be portrait side up, and to rotate it so it will be more landscape, especially if you want to be painting landscapes and things. Go to image, image rotation, 90 degrees clockwise, and now your canvas is clockwise. So you'll mainly be using your layer palette, and this is where you would have new layers, and you can have as much layers as you want. Here is the blending modes. At first you'd be using normal, mainly you'll be using normal. We won't cover all these because it's not important for now in getting started. Here I have my tool presets. I just use these mainly just for texture brushes and things. But main brushes that you really want to be using, you could have tool presets and use tool presets, but really you want to be just using your basic brushes from a bus palette, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So we got the color palette here. I mainly use HSB sliders, so I suggest setting that to HSB sliders. So you've got your hue, your hue here, saturation and brightness. And here's the navigator, which you see like a little view of what is happening on this canvas. Okay, so brushes. Up here you'll find your brushes, or you could right click and here's your brushes here. Obviously you wouldn't have all these brushes that I have. These are brush packs that I've actually bought or just found on the internet. So at first you really want to be starting off with basic brushes. To find these, go to your settings, basic brushes, and then you can replace the brushes that you have with these basic brushes. Or you can add them on with a pen. I'm not going to do that because I like my brushes the way they are. So yeah, you've got the size up here and how big you want your brush to be. Or you can have a hotkey for that, which would be the brackets on your keyboard. But you can for now, just use this up here. If you have an Intuos, you can set your Intuos options for your hotkeys, and you can have a key for having a bigger and smaller brush, and eyedropper, which is the I button on your keyboard that gives you the eyedropper. Horrible colour. Okay. I'm using a 2-monitor setup with a Cintiq Companion 2, but you can use just one monitor for now. The reason why I have this set up is I like to have my references on my other monitor, and I've got a Cintiq Companion 2 that I use to draw on. Just get, for now, go and get like an Intuos or you just find a nice graphics tablet from Wacom. You really don't want to be using your mouse, because if you did that, then you miss out on pen pressure. And I'll show you pen pressure. Just go to find pen pressure. So say that you're using this hard round brush. Let's say at the beginning, you most likely will be using this hard round brush. Go to Window, Brush, and here's the settings for this brush. This setting has transfer on pen pressure. If you wanted to, you can add a shape dynamics to that, and what this does is it makes this tip more narrow and makes your brush look like this. This is one of the brushes that I use, and it's actually the basic brush that you can start off using. But my favourite brush that I use right now, if you'd like to know, is, where is it? This one. This is my favourite brush that I use currently. It's got a nice texture on it, and you can get good edges with this brush very easily. This is from the Jeremy Fenske brush pack. Remember, brushes are not important when painting. The important thing is the fundamentals. So here I've got like a selection of brushes really. So from Jeremy Fenske, Eitan Zana, and some other brushes. But as I said, brushes are not important. So yeah, that's really what you need just to get started. Some basic knowledge on getting your brush. Really, you want to be using the basic hard round brush. That's it really. And you can just start messing around with Photoshop, get used to using your graphics tablet. It's very important, because you want to feel comfortable using the software and your brush before doing any painting. So that's it for my first tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this, subscribe for more videos, which my future videos would be more beginner tutorials, and maybe we'll explore other things too. Thank you so much, and bye.